People always ask, well, you know, why? It's like, well, other thing is life is short, and I wanted to just embrace and do the things that I wanted to do.
Last year, John Reimer's father had triple bypass surgery. During the recovery process, the two had a conversation that led to a revelation.
He just asked me, if you could do anything right now, what would you do? And I knew what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do it.
It was to see the country through baseball, which became a mission to see a game every day in a different city from spring training through the World Series. And thus, the Baseball Buddha was born.
People say, don't you get sick and tired of going to a game every single day? I'm like, no, that's where I find my comfort.
In February, Reimer quit his job, moved out of his apartment in Wisconsin, and hit the road for Florida. From there, he's crisscrossed the country twice and will do so at least once more, aiming to hit all 48 continental states, all 30 major league stadiums, and everything in between, including Wednesday's Utica-Elmira Collegiate Summer League game.
I've gotten 27,000 miles on the car. We're expecting to put about 45,000 to 50,000 miles on. People love the story that, I'm sleeping in my car a lot. I go to rest areas or Walmart parking lots. It's just to save money. If I'm going to complete the trip, I need to penny pinch as much as possible. At times, I'll be honest, I do get lonely. So sometimes I wish, like I did last night, I was wishing I was home and, hanging out with my daughter, going to a movie or just catching dinner. But those times are very rare.
Helping to keep Reimer company is the online community supporting him through his blog, baseballbuddha.com, where he tracks his stops and writes about his experiences. Some people have even donated money to keep the journey going because it's not just his journey anymore.
I get a lot of people that say that they're living vicariously through me, and they're saying I'm living their dream, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Now, as any baseball fan knows, you can't go through an entire season and not run into some bad weather like this. Amazingly, Reimer has only had 2 postponements, and he found a loophole to get around each of them and keep his streak going.
One was down in spring training. I got to the game and it just started downpouring, so they called the game there. But I still counted, showed up to it. And then there was a snow out in Colorado Springs, but I did get to like 2 or 3 innings of a Little League game that day.
So when the season is over, what comes next? Reimer says he'd like to make a documentary or write a book about the game, but whatever he decides, the Baseball Buddha mentality will carry on.
If you have a passion for something, I say just go try and do it, whatever it is. I mean, it's get out of your comfort zone. I mean, that's the biggest thing.
Reporting in Utica, Brian Sandler, Time Warner Cable News.